Guys, it's Anna with Housing Chit Chat, and this is the second video in a series on how to fake it till it's real. And so in the first video I showed you how to make a planter in a terracotta pot, and this one is going to be a hanging pot. Okay, so again, all the items I used were from Dollarama here in Hamilton. Slightly different type of foliage. Flowers, again, use the same type of bushy flower that I used in the first arrangement. The buds are small, more likely to look real from a distance, okay, and very inexpensive. Okay, so I'll show you how to make that. So first of all, this is the pot I bought at Dollarama. I paid $2.50 for this pot, and again I actually filled it with soil. And like I said in my first video, the reason why I use soil is that because you're leaving it outside, when it rains or it's windy, the elements actually will harden the dirt, so it will allow the stems not to move. And more importantly, when people are walking by or they're looking at it, it is allowing the illusion to be definitely a lot more real, right? So they're not going to see any foam, and it just adds to more of a natural look. Okay, so here it is. I'm going to try to show it to you, so I'll be working backwards. So and this one, the pot is slightly smaller. I'd say it's about 4.5 inches. Okay, and so the first thing I used was almost like not a vine, but like a draping bush. Okay, again, choose foliage that looks real. If it doesn't look real, don't buy it. Okay, so as you can see, we've got a lot of long strands here, and then we have a couple of little small ones. So when you put this in your pot, start at the back, okay, because that's where you want it to go, and stick it in there. Okay, and then just start spreading out the leaves as much as possible. Okay, and remember that when you do hang it, you're going to want to trim this. Don't trim it uniformly, because that's not how, you know, leaves grow, but you want to do something with it because this is really a little abnormally long. Okay, so you've got that in there. Okay, so the next thing I'm using, this time I'm only using one branch, okay, of the little flowers. This pot is not as deep, as you can tell, it's not as deep as the first terracotta pot that I used, so I'm going to have to snip it. So again, I'm using my DeWalt wire cutters, best thing since sliced bread. It cuts like butter. Okay, so I would cut probably, I don't know, again, you have to gauge it, but in my case, I'm going to cut off about maybe an inch and a quarter. Okay, so there it goes. And so this bush, I'm actually going to put right in the center of the pot. Okay, so put it right in there, and again, start spreading the stems out. Again, you know, like I said before in my first video, outdoor arrangements are not, you know, they're not perfect. They're a happy mess. So that's how you have to make it look. And then you're still going to have a lot of empty spots. So I took the spriggy bush I had used on another planter, but this time I'm not going to stick it as one, because I have to spread it around. So I'm actually going to push the stems up as far as I can without having them pop off. And then I'm going to actually snip them, and I'm going to start to fill the spots that are kind of empty. Okay, and again, really look at what you're doing and see where you see a lot of soil, and that's where you actually put them in. Just again, when you buy plants at the garden center, they're not completely full. And if they are, you're paying a lot of money for it. So always think of it in that mindset. And then this way, you can actually put them where it's needed. So I'm almost done. Again, very quickly. You can actually do all the arrangements you want for your front or your backyard in a couple hours, really. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to pull them out and and rearrange it. I have to look at it now. So yeah, I just need one more in the front right here because I feel like it's a little empty there. Okay, and I'm going to be done. So I'm going to put that there. Again, when you're putting the stems in, always on an angle. And if you want to bend some stems, go for it. Stretch them out. Make them look as natural as possible. Let me take a look at this. It looks great. Okay. And I'll be showing pictures on how they look when they're actually hanging. Okay. So in this case, this project, the long strand of bush, that was $2. Then my stem was $1.25 with the little flowers, and then the other bush that I trimmed up was $2. So you're looking at $3, $7, less than $10. Again, try to get that at a garden center and not have to worry about watering it. In my case, my backyard is exposed to so much sun that in the past I would buy planters, and if I missed a day of watering, they were done. So this is the end of this video for this arrangement. I've got one more coming up. If you want to leave a comment, great. Subscribe to this channel, that would be fantastic. Spread it along, let people know that what I'm doing here. And regardless of whether you're wanting to sell your home or this is for your own enjoyment, enjoy these videos, and I'll talk to you soon. See you later. Bye.